The flight attendant took off her high heels, then put them in the passenger's coffee and kept stirring. After putting her shoes back on, she brought the coffee to the passenger. But unexpectedly, the next second,
Sorry.
the burned flight attendant didn't dare say a word, because the passenger's identity was a princess from their country. But the flight attendant really couldn't swallow this insult. When it was time for the meal service, she knew full well the princess was severely allergic to seafood, so she deliberately picked out the shrimp from the noodles, then served it to the princess. She thought this would teach her a lesson, but what she never expected was, after eating the noodles, the princess couldn't be saved in time, and died right there at the airport. Due to her special status, the body had to be transported back to the country immediately. Therefore, the heavy responsibility of escorting the corpse was assigned to the flight attendant to complete. Little did she know what was about to happen next would haunt her for the rest of her life. Anna, who received the order, couldn't refuse. She could only bite the bullet and board the plane again. Then the princess's body was placed in the first row of seats, while Anna sat in the farthest position from her. But just as the plane took off, it encountered strong turbulence. With the violent shaking of the aircraft, the princess's body also started moving. Anna was scared out of her wits when she saw this. She quickly grabbed the phone wanting to ask the captain for help, but he was dealing with the turbulence, and had no time to worry about the cabin situation. With no other choice, Anna could only gather her courage, and slowly walked over to the body. Although Anna was terrified to the extreme, to avoid offending the royal family, she still forced herself to drag the princess's body back to the seat, then used a dead knot to secure it firmly. Looking at the flight route map, they still had 6 hours before reaching their destination, so Anna made 2 desserts and brought them to the captain. She wanted to take the opportunity to stay in the cockpit, but unexpectedly, the captain kicked her right out. Helpless, Anna first calmed her nervous emotions, planning to go back to her seat and get some sleep, but as soon as she closed her eyes, she heard strange sounds coming from the cabin, as if someone was whispering in her ear. Anna opened her eyes and looked around, but didn't notice anything unusual. Fortunately, everything just now was only a nightmare. Anna kept reassuring herself. It must be because she was too nervous, that she was having hallucinations. She got up and went to the workstation, planning to drink some cold water to calm her nerves. But out of the corner of her eye, she caught a glimpse of a dark shadow flashing by. Anna immediately panicked. There was clearly only herself in the cabin. How could there be someone walking around? She quickly went to the first row to check, and shockingly discovered the princess's body was gone.